Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 58 of Crusader Kings 2. As always, before we start, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Gamer Cowboy once again for sponsoring this series with another generous donation on Patreon. Another month, thank you very much, it really is appreciated. So, we have some wars to do. It was only a couple of days ago when I last played this, and I've already forgotten completely what I was doing. I think we took some land down here, so we will have a truce with this guy, that's correct. So this is the only guy that actually owns land that is within our de jure empire. In fact, he only has one province remaining that is within our empire, which is this one here. It's quite possible that, and I think this is what's happening here, that one of our own guys is going to go and fight for that. So we may well end up being able to grab that without having to do anything. So the question is then, what do we do? Well, we need to start on another empire. We've got two choices, really. We can either pick on the Bengal Empire, or we can pick on the Rajasthan Empire, and I guess we probably pick on them both. We do have our Chancellor. Now, he's fabricating over here. Do we have a claim on this guy at all? Where is your king? You are up here. You're a Maharaja. Yes, I'm a Samrat. So Samrat is an emperor. The Maharaja is a king. Raja is a duke. So do we have... Okay, right. Cool. So we don't have a truce with you. We don't have any legit claims. What I'll do then, if I can... We can't move you yet until the 5th of April. That's a bit annoying. I obviously only just moved him, and that was a bit of a bad move. Because we've already got a claim against this guy, and we've got a truce with him. So we really need to go and get a claim over here. Now, we are threatening, so we do need to slow down the speed at which we take stuff. We also need to let the vassal levies recover a little bit, so they're not so hostile against us. I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. There are some defensive pacts forming against us, so we will have to wait a little while on that. Recruit a court physician. So let's go ahead and work on that one. Do we have any plots against us specifically? No. We have a kinsman in here. He is basically... He's known as the Cruel. He is of my dynasty. He is a title claimant. He is a pretender and claimant. He's ambitious. Minus 30 for being in prison. So even if we let him out, he would still hate us. But we could get 145 gold from him. So let's let him out anyway and see what happens. So here's a potential court physician. He's only a dutiful cleric. He's a mystic. He's zealous and ambitious. He's also arbitrary. I don't think he's the right person for us. Now, what about this little province here? Right, you've been let out. This little province, are you... You're part of this guy all up here, I suppose. So it'll be tricky to take you. I'm guessing that that's not actually part of one of our de jure... No, it doesn't belong to us at all. We still need to form this kingdom, by the way. We haven't done this one yet. We still need to form the kingdom of Maharashtra, which we can do actually now. So let's go and create that kingdom. Boom. So now we need to decide who we're going to give this to. Now, we've got... first of all, this is showing as being our direct vassal, and you shouldn't be. So let's sort that problem out first. Ah, that's why he's our direct vassal, because he's not actually part of any of these duchies. That's fine. We can still fix that. So we need to decide who's going to be king. So it's basically... Let me get this right. This area here. 1, 2, 3, 4 duchies. 1, 2, 3, 4 duchies. So any of these three guys... You really like me, 41. Well, you don't really like me, but you like me quite a bit. You are a powerful vassal. You're a bit grumpy that you're not on the council. You only like me, 31. You have 90 opinion of me. You are my current chancellor, but you do like me. And this guy up here, this is a powerful vassal. He wants to be on the council. He doesn't have any particularly good skills. Now, he does really like me, because he gained a county. We granted him a county and a duchy. But I think, because we could move our Chancellor, we could get a new Chancellor if we go and make this guy king. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go and grant you the landed title. We're going to give you the kingdom up here. For some reason it's not counting this province, and it really should be. We are going to include the lower titles. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that should have transferred vassalage of this guy to you. It hasn't. We'll fix that. So who owns this province? You do. And you belong to this guy. Yeah, that province should belong to this duke, not this duke. I'm guessing we probably can't revoke that. No, we can't revoke the title. Can't even plot to... Where are all the plots? There used to be plots to do things. My plots. Choose a plot. I have no valid plots. Okay. But what we can do now is we can transfer vassalage of this over to the king directly. So let's go and speak to the king, and we will transfer vassalage, and we will give you that guy there. So now he's the king's vassal, not my vassal. That's fine. I don't have to worry about that anymore. So that sort of consolidates our vassals a little bit now. And he's still the chancellor, which is also cool. We can move him. So let's go ahead and do this and get him over here. So we can potentially work on that. It's not actually... Is that adjacent to us? It is adjacent to us, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. So he's going to go and work on that one. Fine. It's a different king to this one. So that's okay. He really likes me now. That's good. How are you going with the proselytizing? It seems to be taking forever to do some of these conversions. Where are you currently? I have no idea. Let's go ahead and get that converted then if we can. We can still usurp this title. I still have no idea why it's giving me position, the option of doing that. It's not a title that I want. It should belong... Yeah, this part of my kingdom. I don't see any point to it. So we'll kind of leave that alone for now. But we're certainly consolidating the kingdoms down. If we go and look at the realm tree, we can see that beneath us we've got 4 kings. And in fact, we've actually got 2 dukes, our steward and our marshal, who are both just as powerful as some of the kings. Also, some of these kings are very upset for not being on the council. We've got a lot of powerful vassals. We've certainly got more powerful vassals than we can put on the council. But yeah, we do have some kings. The interface is really upsetting me right now. Let's just have a quick look at the council and see if we could improve anything here. So let's have a look at the spy master. So this is our son. Now, he's not a powerful vassal. We've got this guy who's a 13. None of these would make particularly good spy masters, and they'll probably get themselves killed. Could we get a better marshal? Well, we could certainly use our son who has 20 marshal. This will upset the current marshal. He's going to be upset because he's not on the council anyway. But let's go and put our son in there. 20 marshal is well worth having. What about our steward? We've got a 16. Yeah, we're not really going to beat that. I think that's about as good as we could get. We could get a slightly better chancellor, but it's just a random courtier that doesn't want a position on the council. So we're probably better off just leaving it as it is. There's always going to be some people that are a little bit upset, and that's just something we're going to have to live with. It's not that big of a deal. We could do with a better spy master though, we really could. And we could give you a position on the council. You don't hate me. And you'll be happier now because I've given you a position on the council. Let's go and have you... Right, do we have anybody trying to plot against us? Well, we don't have any factions, which is good. Not too much going on. So what's the best thing to have the spy master doing right now? Building a spy network. Just generally scheming, I guess. Okay, so threat is going down. It's going down slowly, but it is going down. Vassal levies raised too long has almost disappeared. My wife is pregnant. Can we get ourselves even more retinues? No, we are quite close to the cap. How's tech looking? We need to get majesty up to 5 if we want to be able to enact the law to stop the realm being pulled apart. I have thought it over, and I cannot be the father of my wife's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping. I must put this matter to rest. Nope, we trust her. We don't need to become paranoid, although paranoid's not always a bad thing to have. This is our friend. We can become bitter rivals for him to become ambitious. Well, what's the point of that? He can gain the trait diligent, and we become stressed. Well, why do we want to become stressed to give this random kid a boost? So no, he can just better learn on his own. So we have a message about marriage. You wish to marry, is that your son to our cousin? No reason why not. Helps to create non-aggression pacts within the realm, so that's fine. We've got a decent amount of money. Stuff still going on over here. Guys trying to take stuff off each other. As long as no one person gets too powerful, we should be okay. We do want to keep building up our own things as much as we can. Castletown would be nice. Get the extra tax income. So we do these ones where we can. War elephant pens are nice as well. But let's just do that one. Get 2 castle towns going. What have we got in here? Castle fortifications. Yeah, we'll leave that as is. We've only got 500 ducats left in the bank, so we want to hang on to some of that money, just in case something ends up kicking off that we might need to deal with. A son was born, so we have a son. Name after father, I guess, and we can do that without having the number in there. Try and get more gamer cowboys on the throne. I should put some of the other people in now that we've had the Patreon update. So this is our kingsman who has usurped a title, the Thicana of Bidar. So you've stolen... I mean, that's within the kingdom, but it's not really my direct concern. This is our spy master. I write to you with shocking news. There is this guy who is a count, essentially. Tried to have me assassinated to make sure I wouldn't discover his plot to fabricate a claim on a duchy. Expose him immediately. He's going to dislike me. There we go, he's now stopped plotting. So, our vassal has usurped a title from another vassal. See, this is the reason why we want to enact that law. So, this guy has stolen a duchy from this guy. And he's messing up the kingdoms. What are you doing? Can we ask him to stop doing that? I don't think we can. I don't think there's an option. You own that Raj. You own. You see. You see. He should not own. He should not own this top province here. This will lower his opinion of us by 60. Since we have a claim on it, our vassals will not object. Now, he may say no. Let's do it anyway. He might rise up against us. Yep, he's accepted the decision. Now, that is going to make him dislike me a little bit, but at least now he's given that province... Well, he's actually given it to me, but it shouldn't be mine. It should be part of the duchy that's down here. Where's the de jure duchies? So it should be part of this duchy. Who is the duke here? Actually, that is part of the right kingdom, isn't it? Yeah, that's part of this kingdom here. Do you own both ducal titles? You don't own any ducal titles. So there's no ducal titles down here. So it should belong to one of these guys. Let's just go and give it directly to him. So we grant landed title. We'll give it back to you. And it is... I'll find it now. Is it this one? Yeah. Include lower titles. That goes back to you. Okay. So this is starting to get sorted out. Now, why, when I select de jure kingdoms, am I seeing all of these that are a different colour? Different active crown laws? No. It's being incorporated de jurely into the kingdom of Tamilakam. But it should be all part of this kingdom. So yeah, for some reason, some of these provinces are owned by, like, the wrong kings, and this is where it all starts to get a little bit messy. Although there's only so much micromanagement you can do with that. Are we diligent already? We are already diligent. Oh, we lose the trait diligent. That's a shame. The threat is still going down, but it's still there. So we're fabricating up here. This is pretty much what we're waiting now. We're just waiting for that fabrication to be done. The peasants in some random place that I can't pronounce spend a long time on the road in order to meet with Pajaris. So our Udpaya suggests that we be in our interest to construct some local shrines. So basically spend some gold for karma. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. And the land prospers. That is good. So, there's nothing to stop us actually going to war at the moment, other than a lack of claims. If we can actually get some claims, that would be useful. We've lost our court chaplain. I guess we go with this guy. Let's go ahead and get you doing some proselytizing. We still haven't quite managed to get everywhere flipped yet. We've done a good job so far. Got most of it done. What is our army size looking at currently? 27.5k. This is our court. It's just random kid again. Same options as before. We don't want to become out of patience. Again, make him learn on his own. He's just a random courtier. He's no benefit to us whatsoever to take a negative penalty to boost his stats up. There is a man I need to arrest and another I want to assassinate. My spy master could either help with the arrest or the assassination, but not both. Either increases the prosperity... Is there anyone that I want to... Well, there's no one that I really want to assassinate, so let's get the increased arrest chance. That can be useful. This is our courtier. Again, I don't really care. So this guy here, this is a king. And you are at war with a Raj somewhere. Oh, you're at war with... Hang on, let me just check that again. What are you doing exactly? You are currently at war in a vassalization war against this guy. Go right ahead. As long as you're not fighting inside the realm, that's fine. This is our friend. He's finished his education and he's become an elusive shadow. What difference does that make to me? People conspiring to kill me? If you wouldn't mind not doing that, that'd be awesome. We do have some threats. Nothing particularly difficult to worry about. We have a daughter. That's fine. Still don't have that physician yet. My food has tasted strange lately, and I've begun to eat less and less for fear of being poisoned. I don't trust the spy master to find the poisoner. The only one I can rely on is my friend. You are my friend. Is that kid that's now grown up? It is. Stop being paranoid. The food is fine. Lose the trait Paranoid. Sure, let's just lose Paranoid, and hopefully the food will be fine. More news from China. What's going on with China at the moment? You like concubines. You dislike Arabic cultures. We can't even send you a concubine. Apparently we don't have anyone that we can do that with. No? Okay, got some peace deals, got some tributaries. I mean, we can turn off receive news here if we're not really... If we don't really care about that all that much. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave that as is. Special character actions possible. We can go into hiding because somebody is potentially plotting to kill us. That threat's actually going away quite quickly. So we introduced my friend to our sister, hoping they'd get along, but apparently he was not interested in making an effort. Okay, that's fair enough. So what's going on here? You are fighting against this guy who owns this. Hang on, let's find him. Who does own that? You. Do you own anything else? You own this as well, which is why your army's up there fighting that. That's fine. Anything that helps sort of increase the size of our realm, we'll go for it. My kind of plan for this playthrough is to try and attempt to grab most of India. That's really what I'm going for. Places are starting to prosper, that's fine. We have got some weak claims that can be pressed. People usurping title. Again, this one-eyed bastard here, stealing provinces from people. From this guy though, with a... No, is that this guy? Where are you based? So he's stolen something from you. Yeah, this is the issue. Unless you can actually stop inter-realm fighting, this is just going to keep happening. And you'll end up with one guy like this guy who starts keep trying to take stuff from other people, which is not particularly good. So we'd prefer he didn't. But we are going to end this video here. Hopefully when we come back next time, we might be able to start a war and take some land. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you're still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. Once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter, Gamer Cowboy, for sponsoring this entire series with his generous donation on Patreon. It is really appreciated as always, and I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.